everyone. So today we have the super Alex Adelman, the founder and CEO of Lolli. Everybody knows Lolli. We talked about it before in the past, so everyone should know it. Mr. Alex Adelman, how are you?
Good. Thank you for having me.
It's super exciting to be here. So you built Lolli in 2018, I believe? Or
2018, yeah.
How did you manage to make it what it is today in just 2 years, right?
An amazing team. My co-founder and I have worked really hard to build an incredible team. We're up to a little over 30 now. But yeah, I mean, the price of Bitcoin's definitely helped. When we launched, Bitcoin was at 4,000. Now it's at 44. Wow. So everyone who was earning rewards from 3 years ago is now doing pretty well, 10x where they were at before.
I want to ask you a few things that could be hard, but the security of crypto transactions today are the most important thing. A lot of people have heard of Ronin and other DeFi things that happen. How do you manage to secure the service, e-commerce service? I'm not asking for technicality. I'm asking how you gain trust of the users, because there's a lot of problems, a lot of mistrust.
Yeah, so we are a custodial service, and we actively educate people about the power of private key management. And I think it's very important that people understand if it's not your keys, it's not your coin. And so I think with Lolli, people hold a lot of little bits of Bitcoin on our platform. So what happens though is that I think when people invest in Bitcoin and they're using a custodial service, there's more of their net worth that's there. With us, you're earning anywhere from 1 to 30% back, and on average 7% back at all of our merchants. Yeah. So a lot of people have hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars in it, but it's not their life savings. So that's one bit, is I think we have a little bit of a higher threshold for that trust. Two, our team, we've built a successful company before in the payment space. We were a PCI level 1 compliant company. We're very well versed in security and privacy and everything you need to, I think, build a payments infrastructure and a safe place to hold Bitcoin. So yeah, I mean, it's a lot of things like that.
So now we talked about security. Now, sellers. I've received a ton of questions when I told people that I'm going to speak with you about sellers. A lot of people want to sell.
Yeah.
Can they do that? Because there's a lot of big brands on your website. Lolli has a lot of big names. People could make money. What about sellers? Regular sellers, instead of going to Amazon, especially in the Middle East, access barriers to entry. Do you support sellers and enable an easiness of transition into selling on Lolli?
Absolutely. So we've made it significantly easier over the last few years. Where we started, we needed the big brands. We needed we want the big brands that everyone knows and recognizes, because that's what ultimately brings people to the platform. Yeah. But ultimately, we want to give people the ability to both attract new customers that are small businesses, and really what a lot of our sellers are doing is they're trying to compete against Amazon. They're trying to bring people away from Amazon. So we actually launched a feature very, very recently that when you're on Amazon, it tells you if you can get that product at another Lolli merchant and earn Bitcoin back. So if you're on Amazon, you'll start to see it pop up, and you can say, hey, I can go get Bulletproof coffee on Bulletproof instead of going to Amazon. And Bulletproof wins because they get to win back their customer, and the consumer wins because they get Bitcoin where they normally wouldn't have gotten Bitcoin if they bought it on Amazon.
That's amazing. Okay, so as you can see here in this industry hall, most companies are focused on mining or Lightning Network. I think Lightning is where Lolli comes in a little bit. Is Lightning activated on Lolli yet?
No, we really haven't gotten a lot of requests for it. Really? So I think one of the big differences between us and a lot of these companies that are here is a lot of these companies are serving Bitcoiners that have been around for a long time. But what we're trying to do is bring Bitcoin to everybody. We're trying to make it accessible to everybody and make it really easy. And a lot of people.
That's an distinction, yeah.
And so I don't think that the world is really has really needed to adopt Lightning yet. I think if you live in a third world country or a second world country and you need fast payments or quick remittances, Lightning definitely serves a place. And if I could snap my fingers, we would have Lightning. Yeah. But no one's really requesting it. Okay. When people are moving Bitcoin off of Lolli into their own keys, we batch transactions, so it's actually the cost is pretty low. So I think we're kind of a unique case where when we launched, Lightning really wasn't prevalent, and we didn't want to be reliant on somebody else's technology in order for us to develop. We wanted to know that we could send Bitcoin to anybody and Bitcoin Core and know that wouldn't change. So our model isn't really reliant on anything but Bitcoin.
That's a really important distinction. I didn't know, now I got educated. That's awesome. What is the future of Lolli? What is going on?
So we just launched our new app, and that gives people the ability to not just earn online, which we've been successful for the last 3 years, but also earn in store. So you can go into your favorite restaurants and your favorite coffee shops, gas stations, and actually earn Bitcoin back on your everyday purchases. You know, we're exiting a COVID world where now, like, you know, people aren't just shopping online; they're also going in store. So we actually launched this thing that lets you turn any credit or debit card into a Bitcoin card.
Really?
So you can take your Amex, you can take your Chase card, your Bank of America card. You don't have to have a new card to get into Bitcoin. You can just use your existing card and then turn it into a Bitcoin card.
That's amazing. That's new?
Yeah.
So I could download the Lolli app today and start using. That's amazing.
Absolutely.
That's a game changer.
Yeah.
This is great. I could use my debit card. I could use my Lolli debit card and use my credit card and use the app today. So internationally, expanding internationally. Our audience is mainly in the Middle East. We have audience in Europe and the United States, some Latin America and Asia as well. Tell us about Lolli international.
Yeah, so we've been very successful in the U.S. and we're gearing up to take this model that we've worked really hard to hone and then take it international. So Bitcoin, as everyone knows, is an international currency, but the thing that's not is the merchants. So we needed to develop really strong partnerships with these merchants so that they would want to expand with us internationally. So there's a lot of brands that we work with, the Nikes, the Booking.coms, the eBays of the world. These are international brands, and they want to expand international. So if we can expand internationally with them, that's where we're heading. So this year is probably the year that we're going to be expanding internationally, and very excited to try to go as many places as possible.
Wow, so this is kind of in the Middle East, exclusive to the Middle East, that is coming through us. Alex Adelman is going international. Lolli is going international. That's amazing because a lot of people want to jump in, but there are a few countries that still can't to this day. So this will be a game changer. Okay. Do you see yourself as, I see you, but I don't know if you see yourself as the Amazon of crypto in the next 5 years. Is that a realistic thing to say?
Yeah, I think we want to be a place that people come when they're about to shop. So Amazon clearly is that destination, and I think that there's nothing better to attract people away from Amazon than Bitcoin. Now, I would love if Amazon worked with us, but so far, you know, they haven't. They haven't really touched crypto. So
competition.
Well, I mean, we enable the competition. So we're enabling Shopify merchants. Shopify is one of the biggest competitors of Amazon. You know, we're enabling like Sam's Club that's trying to, you know, pull people away from Amazon. So we're really good at taking people away from Amazon. And, you know, we'd love to work with Amazon if they'd love to work with us, but we don't need them. So there's not too many businesses that can like compete against Amazon and don't need Amazon. And we're one of them that we don't need them.
That's a good statement. I can't agree with you more. One last question is about, we talked about Bitcoin, accepting payments and Bitcoin and everything. I don't know if you do, but if you would do other cryptos. To me, I'm Bitcoin only, but I don't know for the fans who do other currencies such as Ethereum and XRP and others. Would you do that in the future? I
think what we're trying to see is like are people demanding it? Are these other cryptocurrencies really proving their value to society in the way that Bitcoin has? Everyone knows that Bitcoin has already proven its value. It's like already like in stone, right? Like everything else, I think has a lot to prove and is very early. So we're trying not to just do every new coin that's out there. You know, we have been Bitcoin only. So we're really just waiting on our users to like really, you know, request it, really demand it, and for the other currencies to really like, I guess, prove the test of time, which a lot of them haven't. The thing that we probably will do is get into stablecoins because I actually think that stablecoins are extremely complementary to Bitcoin. The way I look at the near future is that people actually using Bitcoin as their savings account and stablecoins as their spending account. You know, we're right now we're using we're working with credit card companies, we're working with debit card companies, we're working with fiat systems. If people can use a more efficient medium of exchange, which stablecoins are, I think that more people would use stablecoins as their checking account and Bitcoin as their savings account, and that's a better on-ramp into Bitcoin. So typically, I mean, when people are excited about Bitcoin, they look for ways in which they can get it. Not everybody makes that jump to go buy Bitcoin, but they do get really excited about earning Bitcoin. So we've been able to acquire 500,000 users so far, and that's just being U.S. only. And so as we expand international, I think clearly that's going to skyrocket and accelerate quite a bit. And then the other thing that I think we're really focused on is getting merchants to adopt Lolli as well. So we just passed 1,100 merchants. We've given out over $9 million in Bitcoin rewards. We've generated over $85 million in sales for our merchants. So the whole system's working, and it's this beautiful flywheel of people using it, people earning, and merchants being really happy with the whole ecosystem.
That's fantastic. Everyone, download the Lolli app. Go to Lolli, make an account today, start earning, learn about it. Alex, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate
for having
your
me.
time. Thank you.
Cool.
Thank you.
Take care.